All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight. Tonight, I decided to do this very special show. I've been pumping out a ton of content lately between both of my channels. So first and foremost, if you have not subscribed to both of my channels, first of all, right here is the live streaming channel, Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. Please subscribe here, bang the bell, bang the bell, and select all notifications. But also, please subscribe to my main channel where I've been pumping out the pre-recorded bite-sized content videos, the YouTube shorts, and much more over there that you're not going to want to miss. You can subscribe by going to youtube.com/lifecoacheli, or just search Coach Eli, Elias Melas in the YouTube search bar. And eventually, Nightbot will be sharing the link in the chat every 7 minutes for those of you that are here live. Or you can just go below in the description about a couple lines down, and the link to my main channel is there. Make sure you subscribe, bang the bell, and select all notifications to both of my channels. And that way you won't miss anything when it comes to getting the best possible grip on your life. So that way you can accomplish whatever it is that your heart desires. All right, before we get started here, just a few things. First of all, let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. And it absolutely has. Let me also check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that everything is rolling smoothly, and it is. And let me also make sure the sound is okay, because I'm on my own here tonight. My lady's already in bed. She was going to join me for a show tonight, but she's had a lot going on lately, so she's taking the night off. But hey, this weekend, stick around. We may do a few shows. For those of you that are wondering where my lady's at, she'll be around this weekend, and she's coming to see me tomorrow, and we're going to have a great time. So keep it locked here, and you'll know when we go live together. But let me check this out real quick. And the link to my main channel is there. Make sure you subscribe. Bang the... All right. Everything is rolling smoothly. Let's get right to it, because we're not going to be on too terribly long. It's going to be a short show, about an hour or less. The topic of tonight's show is 6 reasons on why you should never give up on your dreams. One more time. 6 reasons on why you should never give up on your dreams. You know, I was surfing Google tonight to get some topic ideas, and I came across this topic, and it really, really hit home with me, because everything I've accomplished in my life, in my 48 years of life, didn't come easy. And everything I've always tried to accomplish, I failed at once or twice or 3 or 4 times before I accomplished it. And that's the main lesson I want to share with you folks here tonight before I get into this blog and share the 6 reasons on why you should never give up on your dreams. Because, you know, for example, I've been running my coaching business out here for the last 5+ years. And I definitely enjoy doing what I do, and I've been able to help a lot of people, but it's still not quite where I'd like it to be. And it can get frustrating at times. But nevertheless, I love what I do, and I keep on pushing forward and persevering, and I'm just working harder. If you really believe in yourself and believe in what you've got, eventually you will get there, as long as you don't give up, no matter how long it takes. And there is no time limit for success. So with that being said, let's go ahead and switch on over to the browser source. This is from the website dukesavenue.com. And the title is Why You Should Never Give Up on Your Dreams. One more time, why you should never give up on your dreams. Let's see here. The author states, I'm a huge believer that you should never give up on your dreams. I know there are times in life where you may be I think you meant say thinking. Sometimes these people write these so fast they leave out words. When you may be thinking to yourself that some things are just impossible. I hear you on that. You know, it happens to me all the time. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever really, really trigger the YouTube algorithm and hit huge success out here. But every time I wonder, about that, I just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to keep moving forward. And one day I'll get that surprise. That one video will go viral and the rest will just fall into place. But if I stop, if I quit now, I'm never going to get there. If I keep going, I will get there at some point. It'll just happen when I least expect it. It is safe to say we all feel that way sometimes. Absolutely. That's perfectly normal. But this article will remain here to remind you that one day you will achieve what you are striving for if you keep at it. There's a key line. One day you will achieve what you are striving for if you keep at it. Could not have said it better myself. If you give up, you're never going to get there. If you keep pushing forward and persevering, one day you'll get that surprise, and it'll be a great surprise. It'll put a huge smile on your face. I'll be checking out the chat every so often for comments. I don't expect a whole lot of people to be on here tonight. This is a late night stream. Most of you will catch this on the replay. If you're here on the replay, please feel free to comment in the comment section, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours or less. Since initially publishing this article in summer 2019, I've added some quotes that might serve as further life lessons and pick-me-ups. If you're close to giving up, I want you to think about each of these lessons and quotes. Give yourself some time to reassess and then come up with steps to turn things around so that the little something that you keep in your mind that you have wanted to do for ages becomes your reality. I have nothing more to add to that. This woman that wrote this article is spot on. Nothing more to add to that. Beautiful. Let's continue. Never give up on your dreams. Things to remember. Starting a business is not easy. No shit. Not everyone is going to get it. Yeah. But the people that do make up for everyone. Okay. Success does not come overnight. Oh, yeah. It doesn't even come after 5 years sometimes. Sometimes it takes 6 years, 7, 8, 9 years, 10 years or more. Keep pushing forward if you truly believe you have something great. You're going to get there eventually. But you'll learn more from failure than success anyway. Boy, have I learned a lot from failure, and you can too. Nothing wrong with failing. The more you fail, the better you learn to succeed. The more you fail, the better you learn to succeed. And finally, always keep mind over matter. Always keep mind over matter. Easier said than done, but you can do it. If you believe in yourself, you can do anything. Never give up on your dreams. Things to remember. I admit I had really bad writer's block this morning. I sat at my computer for a couple of hours, staring at the screen, waiting for inspiration to hit me. Hey, that happens sometimes to the best of us. I even know what threw me off. I received a DM, which is a direct message, from someone warning me that I'm in a bait out group. I had to Google what this is, but according to ChildNet, bait out pages are online groups or pages that invite users to share nude images, videos, or gossip about others. Stay away from those. They're a waste of time, and they're just stupid, and they'll get you in trouble one way or another. Now, I know that there are no such images of me circulating online, at least not real ones. Yeah, people will superimpose your face over other nude images. It's stupid and ridiculous, but they do it. It's happened to me before, and I laugh at it because I've never once, ever in my entire life sent an actual nude photograph of me to anyone. And so this was probably sent to make me feel paranoid. Yeah, they're trying to scare you, man, because they're jealous of your success. They're trying to knock you down. And for a split second, it worked. Yeah, it used to work kind of on me, but now the stupid shit people do to me to troll me and stuff, I just ignore it, I let them talk all they want to talk. Not a big deal. Luckily for me, I have accomplished enough in my relatively short life that I am confident in myself and who I am. Same here, and you should be too. This is great advice. This is a great blog so far. Truth be told, though, There are many times where I find that starting a business is so hard that you just want to throw in the towel. Yeah, we've all felt that, and so have I. That's normal, but you got to push through it if you believe in yourself and what you've got to offer. And when you are faced with negative situations like this, it is even more tempting. Here is what I decided. Once upon a time, you were a small child with big dreams that you promised you'd make real one day. Don't disappoint yourself. Author unknown. That's great. Once upon a time, you were a small child with big dreams that you promised you'd make real one day. Don't disappoint yourself. Let me check out the chat here real quick. Okay, nothing going on in the chat. We're good. Starting a business is not easy. If it was, everyone would do it and nobody would work for anyone. I need to remind myself of this constantly. Giving up my guaranteed salary every month was not easy. I did the same thing. I make no secret of that. I went from being able to buy pretty much anything I wanted to living on a budget. It was hard, took a lot of sacrifices and a whole lot of courage. Not everyone wants to stomach that, and that is fair enough. A few years ago, I wouldn't have either. Well, you decided to take a chance on something you're very passionate about, more so than the day job you used to have, and you went self-employed, and you went all in, and you made it work because you believed in yourself, and you still believe in yourself. That's all it takes is self-belief, self-love, right? Self-respect, self-discipline, motivation, self-motivation, right? I can go on and on and on and on, but you got it. We, all of us new business owners, need to remind ourselves why we went through all this stress to begin with. We had a vision of what we wanted to build, and the drive was strong enough to take that chance and do it. We've come this far and had enough faith in ourselves to bite the bullet. The very start of the journey is not time for giving. Translation: believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself, and believe in yourself. That's all it takes. If you love who you are deep within and you believe in yourself and you truly, truly, truly understand what I've been trying to get people to understand for a while, that the only opinion of yourself that really matters is your own. If you believe in yourself and don't let other people's opinions derail you, then you're going to be good. You're going to eventually reach success and make it happen. Make anything happen you want to make happen. Sometimes life is about risking everything for a dream no one can see but you, right? Even if many people don't like what I do or can't see why I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm just using that for example purposes. I see the vision, I see the dream, and I see how it works to help people. And that's all that matters. Again, sometimes life is about risking everything for a dream no one can see but you, because you're the visionary. You are the visionary. You have a vision and you want to make it a reality because you believe in your vision and you believe in yourself, right? Here's something you really, truly need to understand. Not everyone is going to get it. One more time. Not everyone is going to get it. And that's okay because you don't need everyone. Folks, out here on YouTube, for example, there are 2.5 billion monthly unique users on the platform. If 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 people hate who you are and hate what you do and don't understand why you do what you do, don't let that stop you from moving forward. There are so many other people that will believe in you and will support you, and will, use your services or your products. So again, not everyone is going to get it, and that's okay. I'm not just talking about those that decide to start a career in blogging or content creation, but just in general, any entrepreneurial type of business, any vision that, a self-employed entrepreneur / visionary has, you can make it happen as long as you believe in yourself and start executing it, right? And understand it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. Understand you're going to have to work at it, right? And you're going to have good days and bad days. But if you move that needle forward just a little bit each and every day, eventually you will hit that success. I promise you, you will hit that success. The idea that you would be willing to go out on your own and do your own thing will not be to everyone's taste. Some may even be jealous, but that's a whole other matter. Yeah, there are going to be lots of people that can be jealous because to be an entrepreneur, and especially to come out here on YouTube and create content for your business, okay, it takes talent, folks. Not everyone can do it. Not everyone is good in front of the camera. Not everyone is a good public speaker. Anyone can become a good public speaker and become good in front of the camera, but not everyone takes that chance. And some people, they really want to do it, but they lack such self-belief in themselves that they don't do it because they're so scared. Then they see someone that's good at doing it, and they want to try to knock you down just because they wish they could do it like you can do it, right? Don't let that get to you. Those people are not going to get it. Just put them off to the side and move forward and deal with people that will get it or that do get it. I know that I try not to talk about my new career path with others unless they bring it up themselves. Why? I guess I didn't really talk about my job when I was in finance. So why start now? Okay. Does it have anything to do with your current entrepreneurial business? Probably not. Then there's no need to talk about it. Now, if you're a coach like myself, I talk about, my past insurance business because I've run a successful entrepreneurial type of business. And that brings value to what I have to offer from the business aspect of life coaching because I do business and personal success coaching, life coaching. So if it brings value to your business, if you're a coach, then bring it up. If it has nothing to do with what you're doing, then you don't have to bring it up unless somebody asks you, wait, what did you do before this, right? And then just be cool and answer it if it makes sense to do so. I found that I put a lot of my life online so everyone can see or read about my successes and failures, of which I have both. You're probably a coach then, ma'am, just like me. So unless I am asked about it, I try to respect that not everyone is all that interested. Well, again, ma'am, if your business is about coaching other people, what's going to bring value to those people are your personal past experiences, your failures, and how you overcame your failures. And what you did and how you reached success is going to bring value. So, depending on the business, you should bring it up. If it doesn't involve your business and people ask you, then only tell them when they ask you. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire from unknown. One more time. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. I got to tell you, folks, doing videos on YouTube and live streams on YouTube and engaging people and inspiring them and motivating them to become the best version of themselves they can be sets my soul on fire. There's nothing more that truly sets my soul on fire than helping people better themselves. It's bottom line. It's my purpose. But the people that do make up for everyone, give me a second here. Need a little liquid courage there. Yeah, it's a sugar-free Red Bull. But the people that do make up for everyone. That being said, though, the support you get from friends and family will mean everything. And sometimes, hey, they're not as supportive as you'd like them to be. Your friends and family will always support you automatically to a certain extent. But if it's involving something that they don't have any experience in, and if there's how do I say this the right way? If there's any risk involved, such as any entrepreneurial type of job, a lot of times your friends and family will say, hey, just get a real job. Just, work in the workforce where you have a guaranteed paycheck. That doesn't work for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs like myself, we are self-motivated, we're self-disciplined, and we build our own wealth through the products and or services that we sell. So, yeah, your friends and family will support you to a certain extent, but sometimes they won't support you in certain things. That doesn't mean you give up on your dreams. Sometimes you got to prove them wrong, right? Sometimes you got to show them, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this regardless of what you say. I appreciate your feedback, family and friends, but this is my purpose. This is what I was born to do. And I'm going to make something out of this, right? And then, hey, don't talk about it down the road unless they ask you. And then when you hit success, then you can tell them, hey, I made it. Look, I did it, right? But if you listen to them and you just stop, or you give up on your goals, dreams, and aspirations, you're never going to get there. And it's going to affect you because in essence, you're giving up on yourself and on your purpose. I've said this before and I'll say it again. The reason I'm able to do this is my husband. The faith and belief he has in me can bring me to tears. And I see my woman in the same ways. I motivate and inspire my woman as much as possible because I know she's been through so much and I know she's so worth it and she's so smart. And I also understand, how emotional women are and, they need a lot of encouragement because women have been through a lot, especially in this modern world where women are liberated. It's a whole new world they're living in, it's a whole new world they are living in. And so, if you're with a good woman, guys, support your woman, uplift her, make her feel good, tell her she's worth it, and help her accomplish her goals, dreams, and aspirations. My woman has never been an entrepreneur before. She's running this business with me now. She's excited about what the future holds because I encourage her, because I said, hey, look, just because we haven't hit it big yet doesn't mean we're not going to hit it big in a month, in 2 months, in 6 months, in a year. All it takes is that one video. And if we keep going, we're going to get there. If we stop, we're never going to get there, right? He is the one I cry when I feel like I'm failing and the one I brainstorm with when I've received new work or have new ideas. Sounds like you have a great guy there. Good for you, ma'am. I'm very, very happy for you. He is the source of many of the ideas and is always there to remind me that starting a business is never easy. Sounds like you have a cool and awesome husband that is an alpha male. He's very supportive. He's not a sissy, but he's not an arrogant, pompous ass. Sounds like a well-balanced man that has his shit together and is also supportive of your goals, dreams, and aspirations. That's a good dude. That's rare, but that's a good dude. Good for you, ma'am. That you have to keep pushing forward. My family are also very supportive, and although not the standard job, I feel supported all the way in the decision I have made. I have a lot to be thankful for. Well, that's good, ma'am. And your husband's probably making enough money to support the both of you, until you get your entrepreneurial job going, right? And that's okay. Not a problem. You're in a good position to take some time and really build a great business based on your purpose. And you've got the support of your husband, your family, and probably even your friends. That is awesome. That's exactly what you want and where you want to be. And here's one that the millennials don't understand. and even the Gen Zers and our youth. Success does not come overnight. Success does not come overnight. Give me a second here, folks. Let me make sure that this is still rolling smoothly. Weighing in the decision I have made, I have a lot to be thankful for. Yeah, it's still rolling smoothly. Just making sure my audio didn't screw up because I'm here by myself tonight. Success does not come overnight. I often forget that I only started this journey on a full-time basis in July and need to remember that I have come a long way since. It's a character flaw that I have where I always want to run before I walk. I think it's part of your natural biological essence as a woman. Women want to feel secure 100% of the time, regardless of what they're doing. So in essence, even though an entrepreneurial business is going to take some time, many months or even many years before you replace your income from your former job, okay? Women will not feel secure until they replace their income. And so that's why, she's saying this. I often forget that I only started this journey on a full-time basis in July and need to remember that I have come a long way since. It is a character flaw that I have where I always want to run before I walk because you want the sense of security, ma'am. And I get that. But, part of being an entrepreneur is, the long game. It's not a short game, okay? It's a marathon and not a sprint. That's what a lot of people say out here about YouTube. YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. And I'm on the long marathon. I'm probably just halfway done through the marathon. It might take me another 5 years before I truly get this business where I'd like it to be. But I'm going to keep going until I get there. I just know eventually I'm going to get there. And in the meantime, if you have to work a secondary part-time job to bring in some extra income, you can do that and work your side hustle at the same time until it gets to the point of where you need it to get to. I always want to overachieve and be the best at everything I do. And when I don't, that gets to me. Ma'am, I think you feel the same as 99.9% of everyone else in your shoes. I'm the same way. I always want to overachieve. Ma'am, today, let's see, I published a YouTube short on my main channel. I also published another pre-recorded video on my main channel. And then here on my second channel, I did a Walking with Purpose live stream for about an hour and a half earlier. I walked 3.5 miles doing it. And now I'm doing a fourth piece of content, in like less than 12 hours. Between both my channels, I did 2 pieces of content each. That's a lot of content. Most creators can't hack that, right? So I get it. I'm pushing myself because I really want to get this going and reach my goals. And so, yeah, I'm doing a lot more than the typical YouTuber would do and more than I typically would do on my own, in the past. And be the best at everything I do. And when I don't, that gets to me. Yeah. And you know what? It gets to me too when I create all this content and I get 50 to 75 or 100 views or less than 100 views per piece of content. But that's okay. That's okay because these videos get archived. And one day when that one video pops, people will watch the rest of them, such as this one. That's why I'm not upset about only getting 20, 30, 40, 50 views. I'm not upset because the content will always be there in the future once my content pops. But I get where you're coming from. I need to remind myself that Rome was not built in a day. How many times have I heard that? If I had a penny for every time I heard that phrase, I'd be a millionaire. I need to remind myself that Rome was not built in a day and that success will come if I keep up with the hard work and never give up. Absolutely, man. Big round of applause. Yeah, never give up. Because the moment you give up, you automatically will never reach your goals. If you keep moving forward, eventually at some point you will. I've been working longer hours than I have ever worked in my life. Ma'am, welcome to self-employed entrepreneurship. Welcome to self-employment. Welcome to being an entrepreneur. You're going to work more hours than you ever have, but you can take any breaks you want whenever you want. You can take as many breaks as you want, right? You can work 3-4 hours in the morning and take 3-4 hours off and then work 3, 4, 5, 6 hours in the evening. Or you can take a whole day off. Man, I get it. But the reason why you're working so hard is because you believe in yourself and what you've got and you want to make it successful. Nights where I go to bed at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or even 4 a.m. are frequent. Yeah, you probably have a good husband that understands what entrepreneurship entails, I mean. Yeah, I've done that before. I don't do that as much anymore. But yeah, when I first started on YouTube, I was doing a lot of late night streams, or I was doing pre-recorded videos in the middle of the night. Now I try to get everything done primarily during the day. Sometimes I'll do some content in the early evening. And even though the time I'm doing this live stream, it's 10:36 p.m. Pacific time, I still consider that fairly early. Anything before midnight to me is early. Anything after midnight is crazy, like your 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or even 4 a.m. But I've done that, and I get it. I get it. Sometimes you got to do that. I do believe that this will all pay off, but need to remember that things take time and hard work is very often rewarded. Let me repeat that one more time. I do believe that this will all pay off, but need to remember that things take time and hard work is very often rewarded. One more big round of applause. Ma'am, just keep up that great positive attitude. And anyone else out there that's trying to create something, that's trying to run their own business, keep up that positive attitude and it will all pay off in the end. Okay. You got it. It's a combination of making smart moves, which is what I'm trying to say, and working hard. Hard work and making smart choices in the long run will get you rewarded. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. That's great. Great quotes there. Again, by unknown. Is this you, ma'am? Are you writing these? Or are you getting these from somewhere else and not quoting the original, author? Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. But you'll learn more from failure than success anyway. One more time, but you'll learn more from failure than success anyway. The previous point was a great segue into this point. The difference between long-term success and failure is the reaction to it. Whilst I have had success with collaboration since July, collaborations are great. If you can collaborate with other like-minded people in a similar industry, that's the best way to grow because you get to leverage each other's networks. Just be fair, okay? Just be fair. They're going to share their network with you and promote you to their network. Then you share your network with them and promote, them to your network. It's a two-way street. I got rejected for so many too, yet no one hears about those. Yeah, I get rejected all the time. Everyone gets rejected. But if you keep moving forward, you're basically one or two or three key people away that you'll run into at some point that are going to have the right massive audience for you, and it'll just take off. So just keep pushing forward past those rejections. Each time I have been rejected for work, I always learned from it. When you mean learned, you're probably from a different country. Learned, it should be learned, not learnt. Learned where my mistakes were, what I could have done better, and how I will do it next time. Ma'am, this is perfect. Big round of applause! I know this sounds pretty redundant, especially for people that have been watching me for a while, and it sounds like it's common sense, and it is, but people still fail at this. So just, reminding people about the obvious is going to help you, get ahead and help you keep pushing forward to get ahead. There are so many people who are now infamous that experienced failure at some point in their journey, whether it is Elvis Presley, Steve Jobs, J.K. Rowling, Albert Einstein, the list goes on and on. That's very true, man. Even the best failed initially. They kept moving forward and they finally made it. Their failures aren't as well known as their successes. That's because once you're successful, people seem to forget about all the failures, right? Because the success aspect outweighs the failures. But the failures were what made them succeed and eventually arrive at where they were always meant to be. When I finally get this business going at the level I want to get it going, I will never forget my failures and I will always own them. And I will always, I will always come out and say that my success stemmed from my failures. Bottom line. Could not have said any better myself. Always keep mind over matter. Okay, we're about to be wrapping this up. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please get them in the chat. We're going to be going off the air probably in about 10 minutes or less. And last but not least, I'm a huge believer in we become what we dwell on, and that a positive mindset will totally change the outcome of a situation. I've experienced this so many times. When you approach anything with a positive frame of mind, somehow the positivity just continues. Exactly. If you keep a positive attitude, if you have a positive attitude and you go into everything, in a positive way, you're going to eventually attract positive people into your life that are like-minded, that are doing something similar, and it's going to help you get to where you want to get to. If you have a negative shit attitude, you're going to attract the wrong people, and it's going to set you way back. And trust me, I've done that many times in my life, and it really, really set me back. It wasted a lot of my time and energy. So just keep it positive no matter what, and eventually the right people will come into play. So yeah, when you approach anything with a positive frame of mind, somehow the positivity just continues, right? Because like attracts like, man. Now, I'm not saying that I am happy all the time. Far from it. Well, not everyone is happy all the time, but you should strive to be happy all the time. Everyone's going to have moments, but it all depends on when you have those moments, how quickly does it take you to get back to a positive state? Yeah, we're all going to have a moment where, oh, Jesus, I screwed up, or, oh, look what these people are doing, and, oh, how this is affecting me. But, you're going to have those moments for a minute or two or three or four or maybe 5. Get it out of your system, snap out of it, and then get back to being positive as quickly as possible. Because until you stay in that positive mindset, it's going to hold you back. But this article will serve as a reminder to me and hopefully to others that if you keep your goals and vision as clear as day in your mind and work your absolute hardest for them, they will eventually materialize. Never give up on your dreams. One more time, never give up on your dreams. And last but not least here, before we go off the air, if you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working for it. One more time, if you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working for it. That's basically saying, hey, if you know what your purpose is and you believe in yourself and you know what you have is good for people out there, don't stop working for it until you get it out there and make it a reality. And that way, people will start using your products and services and benefit from them. Never give up on yourself, folks. Never give up on yourselves. All right. Let's go back to full screen here. We are at 37 minutes. We got through that pretty quickly. That's pretty cool. A short show here tonight. All right, folks. We're going to wrap this up. Again, please make sure you subscribe to this channel here, Coach Eli, to Authentic Live Streams. If you're here live or watching this, within 24 hours of the live stream, just know this weekend, more than likely, my lady and I will be doing a couple of live streams. And I'm going to be pumping out some pre-recorded content also on my main channel. So on top of subscribing here to Coach Eli to Authentic Live Streams, and then tapping the bell, banging the bell, and selecting all notifications, go to my main channel, Coach Eli Elias Melas. The link is below in the description, a couple of lines down, or just go to youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. It's a channel with 7.4K subscribers. I've been pumping out a lot of pre-recorded content there, and I have over 1,000 pieces of content on that channel, as I have been running that channel for 3.5 years and been creating content there for 3.5 years straight. This channel here has been around for 3 years, but I only started focusing on really building it about 4 or 5 months ago when my lady got involved. And we have, I think, almost 150 pieces of content on here and a lot more to come. So keep it locked here. With that being said, have yourselves a great one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.